Corrupted Memory Card 49 by BlazyArt. Part 1. The Cartridge. This is the story of Corrupted Memory Card 49, a hacked GameCube memory card containing a save game for Sonic Mega Collection that allows you to play the said collection without having to insert a disc into the console. Where's the original copy? Who knows? On the cartridge, a sticker features the Sonic Mega Collection logo, written in bright red on a metallic blue background, with the number 49 in white next to the logo. The game features several notable differences. All the iterations of Sonic visible, ROMs, logos, menus, 3D renders, Archie comics art, etc., are replaced by a version of the blue Hedgehog with smaller pupils, blue-gray fur, eyes separated like tails, slightly longer arms, and different shoes. The white and red colors are reversed. Depending on the iteration, the character also wears a large cross on his torso, particularly in 2D illustrations and 3D renderings. Another visual detail: all X's in text are displayed in red, as are the rings that can be collected in the various games in the collection. On the loading and game over screens, messages such as "Let me see the girl with an unfair demise," 1 in 449 chance, or "Play Shadow the Hedgehog to unlock exclusive content," 1 in 44 chance, may appear. Overall, the games are more difficult, but not impossible. The player has one fewer life compared to other classic Sonic games. Most limited-time power-ups last 1 second less. This is also the case for time spent in water and flying with tails. Transforming into Supersonic is impossible. Knuckles is more difficult to control while gliding as he moves faster. It is impossible to obtain continues. Bosses are more aggressive and require twice as much damage to be knocked out. Some peculiarities in certain ports. In Sonic 1, the player cannot progress past the Green Hill Zone levels and automatically returns to the beginning of the first act once the zone is cleared. In Sonic 2, Tails often stays further away from Sonic than in the classic versions, to the point where the fox can injure himself or die on purpose. In two-player mode, Tails becomes uncontrollable and dies repeatedly. Another notable feature: the Aquatic Ruin music is replaced by its beta version. In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, using the Super Emeralds causes the game to crash. In Sonic 3D Blast, the controls are reversed. In Sonic Spinball, the options menu music plays continuously, regardless of the interface the player is in. Sonic's control is more difficult, and the game crashes when the player reaches 444,444,444 points. The game's Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Flicky, Ristar, The Ooze, and Comics Zone are not unlockable. Some visual and audio bugs may appear, but they remain similar to those of the classic version of Sonic Mega Collection. Part 2. Shadow the Hedgehog. The story of Corrupted Memory Card 49 truly begins when the game Shadow the Hedgehog is inserted into the GameCube, along with this strange memory card. The game starts normally, but as soon as it is launched, a CGI cutscene different from the one when the black arms land on Earth begins. The strange Sonic from the Mega Collection makes a pact with Black Doom to gain more power. The latter accepts, unaware that the trade-off is total possession of his body. After this cutscene and a jump scare, the Westopolis level begins. Sonic is absent, and Black Doom makes no demands other than to complete his mission. The player must follow the beginning path, and when they reach the cutscene of Maria's death during the playthrough, a new scene is triggered. Black Doom takes possession of the girl's body, and then the game crashes. Upon restarting, no introductory video appears and all progress is lost. By creating a new save, which starts directly at the Westopolis level, we notice that Shadow is accompanied by Maria, called Corrupted Memory because her name simply isn't displayed, throughout the adventure. Her 3D model is different. The girl's eyes are midnight blue. A drop of blood flows from her right eye and mouth, and a red cross adorns her torso, where she was mortally wounded. From then on, Corrupted Memory addresses the player in their native language, ignoring the game's settings and of whether said language is available in the options. The mission menu displays the same objective, regardless of the chosen alignment. Save her. These 3 missions converge on a single path named 449 together with Corrupted Memory Card 49. Identical to the 153rd path named Together with Maria in the classic game. During pause menus, gameplay, and loading times, Corrupted Memory explains that she is in constant pain, that her fate is unfair, and begs the player to help her by taking her place through death, so that she can be reborn using the player's body. A ruse by Sonic 49, who manipulates the young girl, a mere lifeless puppet. At first, Corrupted Memory is insistent but reserved, then becomes increasingly curt and irritated as time goes on. The game itself behaves strangely. The volume increases and decreases randomly. Very fast flashing images appear, jump scares occur, and the controller can even overheat. Seemingly, the game tries to scare the player to death, causing by them either a heart attack or epileptic seizure. The console sometimes even turns on by itself to do so. After these incidents, Corrupted Memory apologizes, begging for help, blaming the demon, claiming to no longer be herself and to be in excruciating pain. The end of this section leads to the final boss, an abomination merging Devil Doom, Corrupted Memory, and Sonic 49, who screams and begs the player to kill himself. The console crashes after 4 minutes and 49 seconds of combat, then restarts, once again deleting all progress, albeit with more frequent bugs. Prolonged exposure to these entities through this game can cause various side effects in the player. Migraines, headaches, loss of appetite, anxiety disorders, panic attacks, paranoia, insomnia, sleep paralysis, epilepsy due to flashing images, feelings of guilt, and depression. If another GameCube game that does not contain Sonic is inserted, it will be corrupted and rendered unusable. Otherwise, corrupted memory appears in a similar manner to make the player feel guilty and drive them to death. Additional information. In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, corrupted memory automatically unlocks the option to replace the narrator with Maria, with no ability to change this setting, and occasionally speaks to the player. Corrupted memory becomes a playable character only in the Chow Gardens of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. All Chow present are capable of hatching automatically, become adult neutral Chow heroes, faceless, with a red cross in place of their emotion ball. They too are suffering. I beg you, stop our pain. The entity will sometimes announce. If a corrupted Chow from SA2 is transferred to a Game Boy, corrupted memory continues to speak into the console, using the same methods to drive the player to death by overheating the console, increasing the volume, displaying flashing images and jump scares, and rendering non-Sonic games unplayable. Finally, if the player plays the Green Hill Zone level in SA2, they control Sonic 49. The level's music is the same as that from Sonic Mega Collection, and the level is more difficult and impossible to complete, as the player is systematically teleported back to the beginning once the goal ring is reached. Viola. Hopefully, this memory card is history and isn't currently plaguing some unlucky Sonic fan.